For question 78, we're given a large triangle with a small triangle inside of it and some measurements. In the figure above, what is the value of x? So see, x is this little measurement here. Okay, the first thing we should realize is that this small triangle and this large triangle are proportionate. And that's true because they're similar triangles. Similar triangles have the same angles. So this small triangle has this angle, and this large triangle also has this angle. So those have to be the same measure. Okay, now in this small triangle, we also have a 90-degree measure, and we have a 90-degree measure in a large triangle. So because all the angles in this have to add up to 180, and all the angles in this triangle have to add up to 180, these must also be the same. So all the angles are the same in the two triangles. They're the same measure. So that means that their sides must be proportionate. In the small triangle, we have that this side measures 4 centimeters, and in a large triangle, this side that corresponds to it measures 4 centimeters plus x. But we're just going to call this entire side y. In a small triangle, this measurement is 0.8 centimeters, and in a large triangle, this measure is 1 centimeter. Those correspond to each other also. So when we set up our proportion, I like to write down how I'm going to set it up. So I'm going to do the sides of the big triangle over the sides of the small triangle. So in the big triangle, I have this side, which is y, and that corresponds to this side, which is 4. Here I could have wrote, instead of y, I could have kept it as 4 plus x for the measure of this side, but I prefer just to use one variable or one term and call the whole thing y. And this ratio is the same as the ratio of these sides. So we have the big triangle, so 1, and the small triangle, the side that corresponds is 0.8. So at this point we can cross multiply. Y times 0.8 gives us 0.8 y, and 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, now we just solve for y. So we divide by 0.8 on both sides. Okay, let's do some long division to get this. So 4 divided by 0.8, or 0.8 into 4, and we have to move this decimal over one spot. So this 0.8 becomes an 8, the 4.0 becomes a 40, 8 goes into 40 5 times. Okay, but 5 is not our answer. 5 is the length of the entire side. So if this whole side is 5 and this is 4, that means that this has to be 1. So x equals 1. Our answer is F.